Welcome back to the channel. Today we're with the Smart #3, specifically the BRABUS edition. And if you're a subscriber to the channel, if you haven't already done so, please do. You will remember we did the European launch of this in, I think it was Marbella or somewhere like that. And I really liked it. And you, the viewers, liked it too. Over 20,000 views on that video. So people like Smart, people really like the #3. Now with the BRABUS edition, it's kind of bringing something different to the market, more of that performance side of things. In Ireland, it's €56,500, so it is a hefty price tag. It's going up against the likes of the MG X-Power if you're looking for a performance electric hatch. It's going up against the likes of the Tesla Model 3 Performance. We're going to have a look around the outside, the inside again, and take it out for a drive. Let's get stuck into it. Quick run around tour. I love these head-to-head, coast-to-coast, whatever you want to call them, the light bar on this, and it is when you turn it on and turn it off. I'll try and put some footage in here from the car park. It also has some venting along the side for the air curtains, and then specifically on this BRABUS edition you've got this little red highlight, and I think with the white body colour looks great. You've got the radar sensor down the bottom, you've got some BRABUS branding down there as well, Smart logo up here, bit of venting going on here. There's no real practical purpose to it. It does have a frunk, it is on the smaller side. We'll pull twice here. This being based on a sister company to Volvo and Polestar. Got a little tyre replacement kit, some lock nuts, pretty much everything in there. I think it's a nice stylish front on it. A nice mix of the body colour and then that grey and specifically that red then with the BRABUS. Saw this in a kind of an orange volcano colour. Down along the side then we have your 20-inch alloy wheels, BRABUS forged into it. And this is a 245/40/20 on the front, Continental. You've got your Smart logo on the just behind the wheel arch, and you've got that cladding there. Even though this isn't really an SUV, has that pano roof, gloss black indicator, 360-degree cameras. You'll see the door handles popping in. You just have to touch them and they'll pop out. You've got the Smart logo on the top. Got that glass mirrored B-pillar. And then down along the bottom you've got that grey with that red highlight again. More BRABUS. Charging is decent. Up to 22 kilowatts on AC. And then 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes on DC. So yeah, good. And it's on the rear left-hand side, so suitable for superchargers if you've got one near to you nearby. So on the rear then we've got 245/40/20s as well. On the rear you also have this lovely red highlighted brake spoiler, high-level brake lamp, good size window wiper, and then it has that swooping, you can really see it here there now. Somebody who says it reminds them of a Mercedes GLC kind of look, and obviously Smart is designed by Mercedes-Benz and built by Geely then in China. So they have the technology, they have the hardware, but Mercedes-Benz sprinkle a little bit of Mercedes-Benz quality and magic on it. #3 on the rear, and then the cool way of opening the boot is press that there. Power tail lift, 370 litre boot, little parcel shelf, and you can knock down the seats. 60/40 with a ski hatch. 2 ISOFIX you can see there, small bit of storage in here with netting, 12 volt on this side, and then a little underfloor storage there as well, with that Smart Geely charging handle. Very nice. Yeah, I like it. Also along the back, you've got that gloss grey, that red, some reflectors and some fins, and you have that BRABUS. So on every side you have a BRABUS identifier, just to let people know in traffic what you're driving. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I like the #3. I think they've done a good job of the BRABUS version of it. So in the rear, this is how you open it when it doesn't pop open for you. You just counterlever it in. All frameless doors all the way through, tinted in the rear. So you've got your door handle, you've got your window, you've got your kind of a thin, it's not floating, but it looks like it's floating. Decent enough door bin. You've got your Smart sill plate. and your flat floor, your 2 ISOFIX, your red, your 3 headrests. You've got your cup holders, your ski hatch through. Let's have a seat in the back. In the rear of the seats, you've got that BRABUS logo, a gorgeous panoramic sunroof that goes all the way back behind your head. And you also have that Beats collaboration, Beats audio, coat hook, reading light. Let's close this door. So knee room, decent, 3-4 centimeters. Feet can kind of go in underneath the seat. You've got a small bit of visibility through here, but otherwise it's a fully sculpted seat. Down in the bottom here, you've got a USB-A, USB-C, and a bit of a pocket there for phones, and you've got a air vent. Headroom. Let's turn you around. I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters, and there's about 4 centimeters. It's nice back here. There's good quality, and you like this little quarter light back here in the C-pillar, which brings more light into it, but with that pano sunroof. Yeah. Let's jump into the front. Child locks. So we're going to have to cream all the way over and go here and child lock, and you can do left and right. Let's unlock both. It wasn't too difficult now, was it? And we open up the door and then touch. She pops out. Again, frameless on the front, but not as tinted. You've got your center locking here, and you've got your 4 window controls. A lot of stuff is controlled through the central screen. You've got your Beats tweeter there. You can see right up there, if I can get it on camera, you can see there are some, what do they call them? There are some, oh, jump into the comments, Easter eggs. Never mind. You've got your floating handle here again, like a dorsal fin, decent glove box. Over my right knee, you've got your light controls, and you have the ability to open the power tail lift in the trunk. You've got this kind of copper effect all the way through the dash. Beautiful color, full display above the drivers. This half Alcantara, half leather steering wheel. You can see there texture, and then on the inside it's that red highlight. On the left hand side is your cruise control, on the right hand side is audio, proper buttons with that smart logo, your driver monitoring here, and then your BRABUS, so it's 3-spoke in total, flat bottom all the way through. Left hand side stalk is lights and indicators and wipers. Right hand stalk, like all Mercedes-Benz's, is your ability to drive, reverse, neutral, and then park is at the end. If I put it into reverse, you'll see the reversing cameras, very good, excellent. And you can 3D it if you want to spin it around, see what's going on, back to 2D. Very, very good, clear cameras as well. Back into park, let's exit out of that. And the steering wheel is reach and rake manual. Then you've got the center console that's lots of space in underneath. Down here, you've got a kind of a padded knee rest when you are using BRABUS mode. Your 3 air vents, beautifully made. Quality is here. Then you've got your wireless charging pad and two USB Type-Cs, and that has data and one for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. They are both wireless. And then you have a phone holder here, and a small and a medium, or a medium and a large cup holder. And lastly, you've got your cooled, and you can put your charging card here, as it says there. Glove box is over here, not bad, decent size. And you can see, yeah, it's definitely a cocoon. Up in the head unit, you have your sunglass holders, and it is lined with kind of a velvet. And here's in the #1 is where you have the control for the blind, but this one doesn't have a blind. It's open all the time. Good size wing mirrors, sorry, good size sun visors with a light built into the actual. Controls are snappy enough. You've got fairly comprehensive, and then your home screen is back there. You've got the AI is a cheetah in the hashtag 3, in the hashtag 1 it's a fox. You can see the average consumption was 20.8. On that trip it was only 6 kilometers, but if I go onto the steering wheel you can click trip, and then up on the dash, park, yeah, trip total. No, let me turn that down. We don't need that. Let's zoom in so you can see what's going on here. And so since the last charge, I've done 178 kilometers and getting 17.1. The last trip we just did there. And overall, this car has done over 2,500 kilometers and it's getting around about that 18 kilowatt hours. It's a 62 kilowatt hour battery, WLTP. I think it's around about, I always do this, I always zoom in and then zoom out and then turn it back to myself. Is 425, I believe. With the Brabus edition, it's a small bit less because you're getting all-wheel drive. Real world, you're probably looking at 350. If you look after it, and at 18 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers on that 62 kilowatt hour usable battery, they're your numbers, they're your figures. So coast to coast, no problem. I was going to do a video on coast to coast. We loaded up for the week, so myself and Patricia, my partner, and the dog, all of our stuff, we worked remotely, so it all fitted in. The dog was in the back. I'll stick a picture up here, but otherwise, all good. Lovely fit and finish inside the hashtag 3 Brabus edition, as you can expect with that collaboration with Mercedes-Benz. But really, if you put up something with the word Brabus on it, it's about how it drives. So let's go and have a look at that. Nevo Electric Vehicle Show is back in partnership with Bank of Ireland. The show's second instalment will take place in the RDS Simmons Court on the 10th of November 2024. Building on the sold-out success of the previous show, this will be Ireland's largest ever motor show. Experience all things e-mobility with over 30 manufacturer brands displaying over 80 electric vehicles, the latest in charging and energy solutions, engaging discussions with industry experts, exhilarating test drive experiences and captivating live vehicle demonstrations. Visit nevo.ie today to learn more and register for your free ticket. Yeah, it has 0 to 100 in 3.7 seconds. It's all-wheel drive, 428 horsepower, 543 newton meters of torque. You won't be left standing at the lights, that's for sure. It is welded to the road, a lovely steering feel, obviously 20-inch wheels, so it's going to be on the firmer side. It does have some noises generation. That's standard. But I put into Brabus edition for you. So now it's in Brabus mode, and let's have a little look at what it sounds like. We'll head on to the motorway. Visibility is good. I like the wing mirrors. They're a good size. They've got blind spot. Gee, Mac. You see that acceleration there? No need for it. Just popped up on the screen is the over-the-air update for Brabus. Depending on the trim level and depending on the hashtag that you have, capabilities such as vehicle to load might be there. It may also have different sounds generations as well. So, and also the ability to change the avatar for your personal assistant. Whereas originally it was hashtag 1 got the fox, hashtag 3 got the cheetah. Now you can decide between the two, but also you can make them static, so they're not doing much, or you can make them more interactive, so they're on the screen. With that update as well, I believe that the voice assistant, now there's a bar that pops up as well. Not sure if you can hear that, but there's a nice little rumble to it. It's not like the Ioniq 5N, which is a bit more interactive because you're changing gears. This is just a gradual increase depending on the... There's an MG4 in front of us, actually. We're just going to come on to the M50 at junction 16. And for the next limited amount of time, we're at 120 kilometer of a speed limit. We're currently in a 60 zone. And we're going to see what it's like in the pickup. It's all-wheel drive. It has crazy amount of torque and crazy amount of grip. We're ready at 65, 70, and we're going to go to 120. There we go, 120. The noise is a bit loud, actually. I probably wouldn't have the noise on. Let's bring it back down to comfort. Noise isn't there, but not as much. Into general, and then into sound. And we can change the virtual ending sound to explore. No. Interstellar, I can't really hear it at 100 and 120 kilometers an hour. Speed-based. Oh no. I'm going to turn that off. Would not be a fan. Nice and quiet. Yeah, it's nice. Is it worth the 56,500? It's so expensive. Like, you can get a smart hashtag 3 starting off at nearly 39,000 euros. You can't justify nearly 20,000 euros as an increase. And looking at what else is in the market as well, and I said I like it, but I don't need the BRABUS edition, unfortunately. There's just enough power in the regular one. Number one, number two. Yeah, I don't need all-wheel drive. I prefer bigger range. I'm just a bit more practical. Yes, there'll be people out there that want that BRABUS nameplate. I've seen smart 4.2s and 4.4s with the BRABUS stuff, you know what I mean, in my neighborhood before they even went electric. Hopefully you've enjoyed my look around the smart hashtag 3 BRABUS edition. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, leave a comment, share the video, and remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to enjoy the next video too.